What's your biggest first world problem?
Each of my 3 kids likes a different type of toothpaste.
Sounds like it's easier to get new kids than worry about restocking 3 types of toothpaste.
He probably threw out the receipt, so now he can't return them.
And took them out of their original packaging. Oh my goodness. Thanks, kind stranger, for my first silver.
Can he still get store credit?
I was thinking, the restocking fee was gonna be too much to justify it.
I heard beating them works well, and social services takes returns.
This is why I'm not telling my kids that there is more than one type. I got the...
Did you know they make different flavors, Dad? We can actually buy them.
The other day from the second oldest, out of 4. I said that our store only carries one kind.
When my Starbucks order is wrong, and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade, and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy.
In these situations you have to be assertive, and not mention it to the barista, but take out your frustration on your co-workers, and loved ones.
When you lie down nice, and snug on your bed, but forgot to turn off the lights.
If you actually lived in a first world country, you'd have Alexa/Google/etc. turn them off for you. And then ask your robotic underling to play white noise so you can sleep peacefully.
When I miss the bus, I go back home, and take the car.
At least you try, and take the bus. Looks out window while drinking coffee in his PJs.
Whoops, there goes the bus. 3rd time this week. Go figure. Slow, thoughtful sip. My house is big enough that I can lose Wi-Fi connection in the kitchen.
I had this problem, and I'm going to sound like an ad here, but Google's Wi-Fi routers are amazing. You set 3 of them up around your house as they instruct, and you have full speed internet anywhere. Works in my house across multiple floors, and even outside.
My house is so big that it's annoying to keep it clean.
Have you tried servants? They clean like their lives depend on that paycheck.
I prefer the kind of servants that don't require a paycheck.
But you have to feed those ones, which gets annoying after some time.
If you let me live in your house, I'll clean some of it. All I need is a small room, and an internet connection. You'll never see me.
Is it wrong that I doubt the cleaning skills of someone who is happy with just a small room, and an internet connection?
Well, I do find my current place clean. But now that you've said it, don't worry, I'll keep a bucket nearby. You should be safe.
My Bluetooth headphones running out of battery when I'm on longer flights.
I carry old school wired buds with me on flights. Flights to Australia can take 12 hours. Most of them have charging points next to you, but not all.
Wired buds are old school now? Oof.
Haven't you heard, wires are so 2018.
Wires are better sound quality. Bluetooth is for plebeian noob ears.
This is why I carry a portable vinyl player. Digital compression is for pedestrians.
I take an entire band with me. Lady in front of me gets a trumpet. Guy behind me gets a tuba. Lady across the aisle gets a snare drum. Her toddler gets a triangle.
My drive to work is too short, so I never get to listen to as much music as I want. But when I'm at home I do other things. And then $9.99 seems like too much for the amount I listen.
I wish I had that problem. My commute is 1.5 hours each way, and it's awful.
The hurricane momentarily knocked out my power last night, while I was asleep, and it reset all my Philips Hue lights, so I was awoken by every single light in my room being on.
The hurricane is going to be around me tomorrow. I'm far enough north in my state that we're just gonna be a little windy. I'm worried about power outages. Then I realize what the Bahamas is going through, and I feel guilty about worrying about a little wind.
My fiance's mom loves radishes. Like she goes through a bag of those pre-picked and washed radishes from Walmart in a day, and doesn't allow anyone else in the house to touch them without permission. When Hurricane Florence wrecked parts of the East Coast last year, and ruined thousands of lives, her first thought was, "Oh my, that's where my radishes comes from." To her credit, her next thoughts were for the people actually affected by the hurricane, and how selfish her first thought was. She gave money for disaster relief like the family usually does. Lovely woman, but she loves her radishes.
When only one of your earphones work. When your wallet is too fat with cash, and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down. When you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down. When the video description says, MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20.
Teen pregnancy bro. Just because her kid is 14 months, doesn't mean she's not a mother.
I've said it before, and I say it again. My thermos mug holds the heat too damn well. I can't enjoy my morning coffee on my way to work. Have to wait until I'm at work before it's drinkable.
Product idea. New thermos with adjustable vents to regulate the rate at which your beverage cools. When should I start my Kickstarter?
Better idea if only someone made a substance you could add to a hot beverage to cool it down slightly. Maybe something recyclable that'd turn into an innocuous substance after use. I'll call this substance ice. That weekends are too short-lived. And also the problem about weekends is that if I go out during the weekend, I would be too tired, and not just rest and relax as I want, but if I stay at home all weekend, I would be wasting valuable free time.
That's why you spend Saturday out, and Sunday in.
The 5-day work week is a bullshit capitalist construct in my opinion. Weekends should be at least 3 days long, hear me out, 1 day to go out, for recreation, 1 day to be productive, shopping, meal prepping, chores etc., and then 1 day to stay home, and rest. The USA has the worst work/life ratio in the G7.
I spent years clinging to my 4-day work week for this exact reason. It made life so much better, and responsibilities more manageable. Having a weekday off for appointments, and business hours errands also made my evenings, and afternoons the rest of the week much less hectic. There are a lot of things you just can't do on a weekend day that clog up your afternoons or eat up your allowed time off. Not enough unpaved rough roads, for me to really use the 4x4 features of my Land Cruiser. The roads are too smooth. Wish I could test those muddy African roads.
Having trouble fitting a large pizza box in my fridge.
Ha, look at this amateur with their leftover pizza.
Might not be leftovers. Last time I was home alone I ordered enough pizza to eat it for 3 meals a day for 4 days straight, so I wouldn't have to put pants on, and would only have to interact with one delivery driver.
When I use the remote start for my SUV, the Bluetooth on my phone does not automatically connect. Yeah. I feel bad even typing it.
Sometimes the battery dies in my RV, because I haven't used it in a while.
Good house, good wife, good family, good friends, good money, but always self-deprecating sad because my job isn't fulfilling or meaningful.
Man. I feel you. My advice is, the grass is always greener, so do what's best for your family. I've been on the fulfilling job that doesn't pay all that well side. It's badass, but unless you can live comfortably, not super rich, but not struggling, there's always the little thought of, I could be making more doing XYZ. It's a killer that slowly sucks the joy out of the job away. I've been in the boring XYZ side of things with great pay, hours, benefits. And all I could think of was, I wish I could do something that was fulfilling. Or, I'm wasting my life away doing this. For me, the deciding factor is, if other people are depending on me, I gotta produce the most I can. I tried the fulfilling job that didn't pay well when I was single, and young, and didn't care about money. Now I gotta make money for my family now. I'm never satisfied anyway, so I better do what's best for the people around me. But that's just my opinion. There's nothing to do at work, but I have to look busy. Edit, Jesus, this blew up over my lunch break. A lot of you are asking what I do, and I'm too lazy to respond to everyone, so here it is. I work in information technology.
Always keeping useless tabs open on my dual monitor setup. Strategically spaced around the screen too.
I gave up on hiding Reddit long ago. Everyone procrastinates. If there is work, I do it. If there is none, what the f*** you want me to do? having a fridge stacked with food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab your £500 smartphone, and place a £20 order for pizza, soda, and chicken wings on the side. The pizza arrives, and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down, and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for, and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch, and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4, you don't even eat the crust, instead just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems.
Got rejected in a couple jobs because I have a master's degree.
Ah yes. You're too qualified for what we are willing to pay you, so we won't hire you at all.
What happens if you don't tell them about it? Master's degree.
They could use it as an excuse to fire me later in case I demand a raise. Also, my previous part-time job required a master, so they know I have one.
Watching 1080p content on a 4K television like the cavemen used to do.
I used to work for a catering company, and my co-workers and I were complaining about eating prime rib for dinner every other night.
I also worked in fine dining catering, while in culinary school. Certain dishes you get sick of really fast.
Deciding which of the 4 strains of medical cannabis to smoke this morning.
Use 4 stains, and 5 layers of keef. We call it, the Infinity Gauntlet, in my house. It's only for special occasions.
I live in a semi-suburban area where the driveways only fit 1 car, so my fiancé parks in the driveway, and I park in front of our house on the street. Completely ruins my day when someone takes my spot, and I have to park further down the street.
The free Wi-Fi that comes with my student accommodation is too slow to watch Netflix in HD.
I want to buy cute clothes for my baby, but we have had so much gifted to us he would have to wear a new outfit every day for over a month to even use it.
I'm just so busy with all my kids' extracurricular recreational activities.
When sometimes Netflix doesn't give me the skip intro button, I have to fast forward. So annoying.
My new job hasn't set up my direct deposit yet, and my paycheck is too large to mobile deposit with my bank.
Every time I bite this cookie, it keeps getting smaller.
The McDonald's ice cream machine being out of order, when I am in the drive-thru.
While eating a lobster roll on a summer's day, my oldest brother said out loud that he couldn't eat a piece that fell out because it landed in his ketchup.
I was having trouble setting the Wi-Fi on my oven yesterday.
Not having food in the fridge, only ingredients to make food. But you're too tired and hungry to cook it.
When you're so not in the mood to cook that you eat the components of a meal, but separately. Like I'm too lazy to make a sandwich, but I'll eat a few slices of lunch meat, a slice of pickle, a slice of cheese, and a slice of bread. Being bored on the internet.
When you hit the restart button instead of shutdown.
Honestly, why isn't there a, oh crap, I misclicked, shutdown instead button on that restart screen?
Planned obsolescence.
Yep. This is it. I'm always angry whenever I remember it.
I own a BMW, and there's so many engine parts made of plastic. I've scared people off ranting about it.
BMW equals broke my wallet. Loneliness. I have spent a lot of time in developing countries such as Colombia or Vietnam, and people seem to be more socially connected and spend most of the time surrounded by family and friends. Loneliness and social isolation makes people's lives miserable in many developed countries.
Having access to the most advanced medical science, and not being able to afford treatments due high cost, because companies want excess profit.
That's an American problem, not a first world problem.
Ha ha ha, in European.
Overpackaged products. What the f***? I'm killing the environment with like a box, packing peanuts, another box, clamshell plastic, a cardboard insert, a whole f***ing instruction booklet, and like 6 ad postcards, all for a single wireless mouse I bought, not to mention all the fuel and such it takes to get it to me. Like goddammit. Put the stupid thing in a compostable plastic, and recycled cardboard box, and ship it to me in a clean energy truck that runs on methane/propane or something. You're killing me.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and ring the notification bell.